What that does to you mentally, physically, and spiritually, it definitely catches you off guard holistically. You couldn't even expect the worst, going into that situation, but to think that that particular thing happened to you. I've, brought up all my life, being in a tough situation. My father's, I would consider very prideful, very masculine, and how I was brought up, being secure in myself. So again, that calls you to think how other people are going to think of you, knowing that they're going to hear about this. So in that moment, I didn't think about that, but after the fact, the stigma of how people are going to think about you. You're supposed to have been manly enough to be able to fight off this accuser, and being able to survive that moment because you're trying to, defend for yourself. But when you're in the heat of the moment, you don't know what you're going to do. You don't know how you're going to respond. You don't know how you're going to react. The spiritual counseling was there, and I did go through multiple counseling sessions over the last, 2 years plus, and still go through it. So it was very helpful for me as a male survivor. And again, just the stigma of what people are going to think, as a man and my identity. And most of the time, people, have the stigma that you are a certain way, you live a certain lifestyle that happened to you. But I knew in that moment that I was secure who I was and believed what I believed in. But in that moment, I was focused on trying to get healthy and heal internally, mentally, spiritually, holistically, in order for me to get back to myself. And I'd say over 4.5 years, I literally probably six months to a year, I just got back to my original self. I can feel like I've gotten back to my original self before the incident. Still a process, but I feel good. I feel like I'm operating in my true purpose and things that I'm doing.